Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Chris Stollings. You know me here on YouTube as MarauderEX, and as always I'm your host for Operation Recap, where I take some of the stories from Rainfall.com and share them here on YouTube, because the internet is a series of tubes and YouTube is a big one. So, we're gonna go down the tube. Already my rating's going down the tube. Anyway, as usual, I have 3 stories that I've picked from the fantastic writers over at Rainfall that I will share with the denizens of YouTube, and post the links in the video description so you can go check them out. All that good stuff. This week, the first of 3 stories is what is the name of the program? Wii-u Deluxe Digital Program is nearing its end. For those of you who do not know, which I did not know about this at all, if you were one of the people who picked up one of the deluxe Wii U's at launch for the Wii U, Nintendo had 2 SKUs for it. They had the standard, which was the white Wii U, which had a little bit less memory, and then they had the deluxe, which was a little bit pricier, which had more memory, and was also, you know, the stylish black console. If you picked up one of those, you may have felt a little jilted toward the end when Nintendo basically phased out the standard SKU and went more with the deluxe that came prepackaged with games and whatnot, things like that. Very similar to how Nintendo dealt with the 3DS ambassador program, you know, very quickly dropping the price and making all the early adopters feel a little left out in the cold. Well, they came up with this program where if you have the deluxe Wii U and you buy things on the eShop, you get points back. It comes to an exchange rate of 10 points per dollar spent on the eShop. So if you have a deluxe Wii U and you've bought titles on the eShop, go check out this promotion, because every, you know, couple hundred points you can exchange it for a coupon to get more stuff on the eShop. So it's basically just this vicious cycle of getting as much on your eShop as possible onto your Wii U. So if you were an early adopter of the deluxe Wii U, go check out this program, because it is going to be ending soon. You will have it's going through March 2015, and the coupons have to be used by the end of June 2015. So you still have a little bit of time, but for a lot of people who did not know about this, like myself included, it feels like it's coming a little close to the wire. So go check out that. We've got all the information on the specific promotion. We got a link to Nintendo's page on it as well, on, you know, a complete breakdown of everything. So yeah, go check it out if you were an early adopter. It seems like a pretty solid program, so I'm interested. The second story of the day, which is funny because it's got a 2 in it. Suikoden 2 appears again on the ESRB site. Now, I'm pretty sure I've talked about this already. I think I did a recap the first time it popped up. Suikoden 2, legendary PS1 era RPG, done by Konami. Very rare in this day and age, because even though it is a legendary title, often thought of as one of the best in the franchise, it was done as a very limited print run, so it's kind of hard to come across. And it suffers from that because it's rare, because it's good. It commands a fairly hefty price tag if you want a physical copy of it. But way back in the day, the ESRB kindly informed everyone that they got a notice to reevaluate its rating schemes if necessary, that it was being relisted to the ESRB. I'm pretty sure, not 100%, that Suikoden 2 came out after most of the changes to the ESRB, and they use a very similar system to what they use now, so rating, if it would change, would not change much, but still something that would need to be resubmitted to them given how long it's been. Well, that got everyone up in a tizzy, thinking, hey, they're going to re-release it on PSN. Great, watch the price for the physical copies tank just a little bit. But then nothing happened. Nothing happened at all, and people kind of forgot about it. And then eventually the listing was removed from the ESRB site, which just led everyone to think that maybe they thought about releasing it, or that they were in the process of releasing it and something fell through, and then just it was gone. Well, now the nice people at ESRB are telling us that it's back. It's back on their site for review. We don't know what this means. We thought we knew what it had meant the first time, and now we don't know. Like, it could just be that they're just popping it up there. It could be that they're teasing us. It could be that they're getting ready to release it on PSN, or that they're doing something else with it. They could be releasing a Suikoden Classics disc. A lot of ideas that I have no idea what is actually going to happen with it. But here's hoping that it actually comes out, because while I did spend a ridiculous amount on a physical copy, I would be more than pleased to have a digital copy so that more people could experience this game and maybe revitalize the franchise, you know? This is one of the better ones. Just goes to say that, you know, if people like this one, then they might be able to bring out all the other ones on PSN as well, and if, you know, the series sells well, it might give them pause to say, hey, this is still fairly popular, let's see if we can make a sequel. Who knows? It all comes down to people voting with their wallet. And the last story for the day. Xenoblade Chronicles X director Tetsuya Takahashi is now connecting with fans on the Twitter. For someone who's just recently... I joined Twitter a while back, but I often forget that I had it. This is actually really good, because he is using Twitter to stay connected to the fans, keeping them updated on what's going on. He sent a series of 3 tweets basically talking about how he started the project, who he talked to, how they were, you know, getting the ball rolling for this. So this is actually really, really good way for fans of the series to, you know, stay connected. Sakurai did this with Smash Brothers. He was very involved with the community, making sure, you know, sending out posts, fan feedback, that sort of thing. And for a game like Xenoblade, that's a really big deal, because the first one was kind of a sleeper hit. It took a real long time for it to become as sweeping as possible, and once it did hit that peak of popularity, Xenoblade Chronicles X became a priority. So Nintendo was showing that off hardcore at E3. They were making sure everyone saw this is the next step in what we're working on. It looks fantastic. You know, the Treehouse event, and spent, you know, hours just showing this game off. So the fact that they are allowing the director to actually communicate with fans, this is what I'm doing, this is what I'm thinking, this is where it started. You know, give a little bit of background. It's always nice to have a peek behind the curtain to get a look at the wizard, sort of deal. So, if you haven't followed their Twitter, go check it out, the Xenoblade official Twitter, and find out what the director's doing with the franchise, because it looks like it's going to be great. So, and that has been my recap for the week. I don't really have a question for you guys. Like, would you like to see Suikoden 2 on PSN? I mean, that's kind of a no-brainer. Anyone who's played it's like, yes. Anyone who hasn't got a chance to play it because of the price is like, yes. So, I don't really have a question for you guys. I guess question is, Thanksgiving's coming up. What games are you thankful for that they exist? What in gaming are you thankful for? Are you thankful for Master Chief saving us from the Covenant? Lord knows I am. I'm thankful for Chrono. I will never forget, in 1999, really expecting the Day of Lavos to happen, but when it didn't, I knew that Lavos had been defeated by Chrono. We had been saved. So I'm going to go, and I'm going to play more Smash, which is why I'm a little loopy at the moment, because I've just been up for a long time playing Smash. I'm going to go do that, and I will see you guys next week for the next recap. So till then, later everyone.